Hello out there, and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Lost in Space, which is a new game. It's on Steam by Gurf Games. Gurf? Well, that's a weird name. Anyways, it's by Gurf Games, and we're going to play it. Alright, so here we go. I'm loving the art so far. Cool. Okay. I can vibe this. I can definitely vibe this. Developer and right-wing officer. What? Copyright individual? Gurfanov Roman Raisovich. Okay, so that must be the developer. Alright, let's do a new game. I don't know why he's a right-wing officer, but that's okay. Single joint. I don't understand those choices. But that's okay. So... Man, we're having to choose a character without really knowing what stuff does. Accommodation, Department of Management, Medical Department, Crew Cabins, Engine Separation. You can always move between the ship's branches without a threat of losing life. Use a skill token to restore 1 point of life to each character. A skill to restore 1 point of strength to each character in the same department with the captain, 1 time per move. I mean, I don't know. I guess... Oh. How do we select them? What does joint do? Oh, right. So we can play it multiplayer. Alright, so we're playing by ourselves. Surviving light, lost medium, crazy complex. Education. Yes, we want education. Let's go medium. So, I think it might be a board game. I don't know. I'm excited for it because I really like sci-fi. My board game is a sci-fi game. And I'm excited to try out some other things. I like the butterfly. Gurf Games. Weird. This is cool. This is very pretty, but... Is it AI? That must be AI, right? Because that face looked all messed up. So they must be leveraging some AI assets in this. Fine. Yeah. Universum Corporation, Cargo Intersystem, Ship Somnium, Location Place, the star system of Egid, the surroundings of the planet Egid 7, the task is classified, destination paths, the solar system of the Earth, term from the beginning, sure.
Valerie says.
I don't know what they said. As far as like AI art is concerned, where I fall down on that is basically you should pay artists to do art. AI art is useful for placeholder art. So, and it's interesting, sort of, but it's not, yeah. I wouldn't say it's... I don't think it should replace humans, basically. The robots should be doing the harder jobs that humans shouldn't do, but... Anyways, Captain the Somnium Transport Vessel Valery Gromov recording weekly report. Today is the 162 day of our special assignment and the long-awaited return to Earth. The path is really not close. 2 more with a little month. With a little month, but we can handle it. 2 more with a little month. Okay. Alice, report on the condition of the ship.
Alice says.
Alice says, right. Discharge Engineer A5. Alice Wagner is in touch. Okay. Department of Control under full control. It is responsible for the interaction of all other departments. Okay. The facility of the greenhouse is in order. In this department, the provisions necessary for long trips are production. The medical department is functioning. The department is necessary to maintain the physical health of the crew. Sure. The crew cabins are available. The cabins serve the crew with a place to relax and fill up forces. Okay. In the navigation department, we move according to the planned route. In the navigation, the central processor of the ship is located. It is responsible for all operations. Got it. The observatory is ready for reception for the crew. The observatory is a place where the crew can relax and restore moral spirit. The engine is in order. In the engine department, here is the nucleus of the ship's energy power. Okay. All departments of the ship are connected and functioning normally. All transitions between the branches are open.
The captain speaks.
Yeah, that's the captain speaking. That's annoying. If you're not going to have it voice acted, just have it come up here. It could just be shh, and then, yeah. But I would recommend having it voice acted. Just saying. Thank you, Alice. Arena, report on the condition of the crew.
Doctor on call.
The crew doctor, Somnium, Arena, Niziva? I don't know. Is in touch. According to the rules for the safety of WHO in the intergalactic areas, a personal lighthouse is assigned to each crew member that monitors its location and health. Sure. I update data from the lighthouses. Cool, so we're getting educated. Data on state is updated. Data on health, mind, and power of each crew member are collected. The entire crew is in good shape.
The captain speaks.
Thank you, Arena. I'm glad to hear. Dimitri, report on the condition of the ship.
The pilot is listening.
The pilot is listening. Pilot of transport vessel Somnium, Dimitri, is in touch. Updated sensors of the state of the integrity of the ship. The condition of the ship is excellent. All indicators are normal. Cool. Updated sensors of the resources of the provisions. Provision is constantly replenished thanks to the separation of the greenhouse. The separation of the greenhouse. And is kept at the maximum level. Updated the sensor of our path. 9 weeks left before the end of that route.
Captain in touch.
Dim, have you been to Arena at reception yesterday? And then with your injury now, you are not running around. What happened to you there?
The pilot is listening.
Okay. The integrity of the case. What does frame mean? In the engine department, there were interruptions in power. The light turned off. Alice panicked, had to help out. The tension was restored, but in the dark, he damaged his leg. I never got to Arena. She was not in place, but I think no longer needed. It will pass by itself.
Captain in touch.
Clearly, I'll talk separately with Irina. This is not the first time it disappears somewhere. Yeah, so the English localization is bad. I haven't played more of the game yet, but tentatively, I like the way it looks, and I like the way it feels, and I like this introduction. A, voice acting would be really good here, because then the conversation would happen quickly. B, I can help with English localization. Just let me know. Reach out, you know?
Dimitri says.
Himself, how bad dreams still bother. Yeah, so this is definitely just poorly translated Google Translate stuff. It's okay. It's okay. I've helped people from that part of the world do their English translations. I've done it quite a few times. I have a degree in English from a prestigious New Zealand university, and I am an English teacher, so let me know.
Captain in touch.
Yes, I can't sleep at all after we left EGID 7. Well, okay, the task is most important. Captain, something is wrong. The sensors go crazy. What's happening?
Captain in touch.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yours, everyone is alive. Answer.
Who needs help?
Says Arena. The parameters of all crew members are reduced, but everyone is alive.
Engineer on call.
Alice says, Captain, a critical accident occurred on the core of the ship at the moment. Stabilized. The reasons are unknown.
Dimitri says,
The captain, the ship from the course has not been rejected, but significant damage to the body was obtained. Yeah, this is, I can see how they got all these words, but this, would probably say in English, it would say, it would just have Dimitri : if it was just going to be the thing, or instead of have pilot here, I mean, unless you can replace the pilot, but it would probably just say Dimitri. And then it would say, Captain, the ship has suffered significant damage to the to its hull, but it has not been knocked off course. And that would make sense. So, just putting that out there. Everyone is alive. Already good. Dimitri, urgently contact the ground. Send the SOS signal. So, everyone's still alive. Great would be how you would say that. Dimitri, contact ground control urgently and broadcast our SOS.
Dimitri is listening.
The communication system is disabled. Contacting it out. Right, so, yeah, contacting ground control is not an option.
Captain in touch.
Crap, it seems to have to move on according to the route. It seems we'll have to move on to our next stop, basically. Alice, will the ship endure the further
Alice
path?
says,
Signals about the accident go to the ship's branches. We must urgently have to eliminate the accident, otherwise the ship just fall apart.
Captain in touch.
A team, we have a difficult way, but we must cope. I activate the emergency system. It should help us. Emergency assistance system is active. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so it no longer wants to do anything. I pressed space. I pressed B. I'm clicking all over the screen. Space B. I don't know. Enter. Escape. Oh, escape worked. Okay. Yeah, am I just not doing something? Yeah, something is not functioning. That wheat one is not available. Right. So there's still. So this I can't progress past this. Click F or X. Oh, to take the card? Oh, that's really weird. Okay.
communication is stable.
Okay.
On call.
All difficult is even more difficult if there's no better friend on your side. You can restore 1 point of mind, sure. Resources at the end take care of what we have left. Right.
The pilot is listening.
Sure. It is better not to succumb to weakness. Steeping into the abyss is much easier than getting out of it.
Captain in touch.
Will not be possible to use it too often. Use it reasonably. You can start using it after entering. Conduct us a briefing for the repair of the accident.
Alice says,
We will take up the accident. First, we will go to the department where the alarm worked. Click E or Y for movement. Use the D-pad, left stick, or mouse or keyboard for choosing a department for moving. When moving through a detachment with an accident, you can get an injury. For each character, only one movement is available without taking into account the character abilities. You will be attentive if you go through the department, which is marked with anxiety. You can get an injury. E or Y for movement.
Let's see what's there.
Okay. Everyone can do work to the best of their strengths. The more strength you have, the more work you can do. The number of cubes. Okay. Click L shift or R right shift to prepare a throw. The larger the scale, the stronger the throw. Click L shift or right shift again for throwing. For each character, at least 2 throws are available every week. So I'm throwing some dice. Okay. Gives a token of support, collecting 3 receive a support card. Gives a skill point for the skills points. The character performs a special property. Part repair eliminates 1 damage. Debugging can be applied a limited number of times. If one person consists of the entire supply, others will not be able to use it. Turn on the debugging. I don't understand what the debugging does, but that's fine. Debugging is a special function of the chip. It will help the crew survive. Debugging removes undesirable effects during repair. Activate the function left shift or Q and click the unwanted effect of the cube. Okay. Okay. To learn more about the effects, open the magazine menu, certificate, escape, start. Okay. So she can repair again, or... You can also open the skills menu, tab, or right stick. Each crew member has different skills and change depending on the department. Okay. You can use a skill token to restore 10% of the ship's strength 1 time per move. You can use a token skill for this department, restore 2 points of fate this round. What is fate?
Let's fix it.
Okay.
Let's fix it.
Yeah, I really don't understand what I'm doing. You can start the repair yourself, choose a character and make a move. You finish all actions, click complete. Right. Okay. Okay. I don't know how to get out of here. How do I... Alright, just click, okay? We've already got someone here, right? No? No.
Dimitri says.
Okay, so they're coming in here to fix stuff. What was that one? I don't remember what that was. Repair. Repair. I don't know what that was, but okay.
Doctor on call.
How do we use it? Okay. So now we're traveling. So the game is about fixing mistakes that are happening. Okay. So we get a black screen. At the end of each week, crew members lose 1 unit of strength. Strength affects the number of available cubes. The tactics stage and in some other methods, follow the team indicators and replenish provision in the building of the greenhouse. Okay. Are we getting hit or something? I don't understand what is happening here. Okay, so she got some provisions. Okay. And then what? How do we... Okay. Press the button to apply for the selection of tactics. You cannot return to the provision menu. Select one of 3 random tactics hard. Delete the fate of the crew. Medium tactics can affect half our crew. Large tactics affects the entire team. I don't know. We'll go with that, I guess. All characters with 1 point of reason, and 2 characters get a choice of 1 point of strength. Okay. Okay. I like the backgrounds. They're cool. Constellation Scorpio. Antares Red Supergiant 550 ST. Solar System. Got it.
Valerie says.
Cool. So we took some damage somewhere. And then our ship is absolutely falling apart. Okay, so we gotta fix medical as well. Okay. Today is the 169th day of our special assignment. Last week, a critical failure occurred on the ship. We're still holding on, but the failures continue. There's no connection. We continue the way home. Team, report on the situation.
Engineer on call.
The accident continues. All that we can continue repairs.
Pilot is listening.
We continue the route. Captain, our provisions ends. We must do recovery.
Valerie says.
Accepted. Irina, report. Irina? Does she not answer again? Where is she? Her lighthouse does not answer. We still lack this. Team, find her. Maybe she needs help. Accidents in the departments continue. We will definitely handle it. We are obliged. Attention, we have no provisions left. We need to urgently restore the reserve. Without it, we are doomed. We will be at home soon. It is necessary to monitor the indicators of the crew. A bad outcome cannot be allowed. Attention, we have no provisions left. We need to urgently restore the reserve. We will be at home again soon. It is necessary to monitor the indicators of the crew. Bad outcome cannot be allowed. We already have that. Why does it... So it just keeps doing that over and over. Okay, cool.
Moving to the department.
Okay. There we go. I don't know what those were. Like portals or something. Sure. Right. You can move without losing a thread of life. Right? Okay. Okay, we don't know where... What's her name went?
Communication is stable.
Right.
Let's
Valerie
see what's
says.
there.
Found Irina. What's going on here? Answer. Why didn't you get in touch?
Who needs help?
Sorry, it seemed to me that I heard someone came here to see in the lighthouse. It seems I accidentally turned it off.
Valerie
What does
says,
it mean by chance turned off? We are fighting for life.
Irina is listening.
You can't repeat it anymore, Captain.
The captain
Sigh.
speaks.
We continue to work. We will be at home soon. It is necessary to monitor. Yeah, I got that. Sure. Okay.
Irina is listening.
Okay.
Trust me.
I don't know what I just did, but whatever. How do I turn on the debugging? I don't know how to get rid of this. It doesn't work. Whatever, I guess we'll just accept it. Turn on the debugging. So it didn't debug. It should have done that. It seems that we will not return home and the devil with him. Why? I definitely don't understand what's going on. That's okay. It's hard to know what I'm supposed to do because the UI is confusing and the localization isn't very good. I don't think that this is a bad game. I think it's actually quite good, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done on it. So let's go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. All right, Lost in Space, a sci-fi turn-based card strategy game in which you must guide your team of astronauts through horror, food shortages while maintaining their sanity and uncover the mystery of the mission. Yeah, so there's lots of writing work that could be done with this game. It currently costs $10. I mean, it looks great for that cost, but yeah, they've gone a long way to try and explain to you how stuff works, and then still manage to miss quite a few things. And the thing is like where you have to click and the things that you have to click to make things happen isn't intuitive. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could be better. A fascinating story awaits you in a single company, or call your friends and go through a joint story company of 2 to 4 people. Riddles, choices, special fears of each of the characters, all of this affects the plot and the lives of the crew members. Each hero is unique. You have to manage a team of crew members of the intersystem cargo ship Somnium. I love the name. Each hero has his own characteristics, skills, and fears. Here's the characters. Serious, purposeful coordinator. Only he can unite the team in this fight for survival. A girl who is weak in spirit but irreplaceable in repairing a ship. Only with her can the captain survive. A secretive and stubborn woman with her own secrets, but only with her the crew will not die from their injuries. Knows his ship like the back of his hand, can go where others cannot, but a strong load can harm him. Okay. Each hero gradually goes crazy. The lower the mind parameter, the more the hero sees events beyond the control of reason, and the more accidents on the ship, the greater the chance of succumbing to madness and even harming his friends. Large collection of 85 animated digital maps and 12 music tracks. The collection opens as you progress. In the company, collect the entire collection. Atmospheric sci-fi design and sound. The game is made in the style of science fiction. We guarantee maximum immersion into the atmosphere of the future and fascinating space. Sure. So developers describe the content like this. Characters in a frenzy can cause harm to themselves and other allied characters, including murder and suicide. Cool. Let's have a look at Gurf Games. So this is their first game-only game. Like, look, it's pretty cool. The game looks really cool. I really like the way it looks. I like the way it sounds. I would like the game a lot more if the localization was good, and I would like it heaps more if there was voice acting. Seriously. Oh my god, if there was voice acting, that would be... I would probably be overlooking some of the UI faults if there was voice acting, because there might be an interesting story here about trying to get home and stuff, and, like, revealing the character's fears and all that kind of stuff is interesting. That's interesting gameplay. that I personally really enjoy. But the game's currently being held back by poor UI choices, like the buttons that why make the UI have like F and Q and R and stuff when it's a board game? Do you know what I mean? We're playing a board game. Like, literally everything should be just clickable with the mouse. Yeah, like if you're trying to sell this game on Steam, you're selling a board game. It's a board game. Like, that's fine. I love board games. I play board games all the time. I'm designing a board game. Like, this is great. I love the aesthetic. I love the idea. I love the feel. But what we're missing is some UI stuff. So if you're playing a board game on a computer, the mouse basically needs to act as my finger. I need to be able to just click on stuff and have it do things. Forcing me to press F or E or Q or Y or left shift to do a throw or whatever it happens to be is not ideal. Yeah, it's not a good way to design the game. And there's like controller options, and I get that, like, because I guess you're probably selling this game also on PlayStation and stuff, and it makes sense to have controller options because there a mouse isn't the thing. But realistically, if you're trying to sell it here on Steam, then the mouse needs to basically do everything in the game. I guess you could maybe make spacebar be how you throw dice, but yeah, there's some UI problems. And some localization problems, which, as I mentioned, I'm happy to help out with. If you're looking for someone to help you localize the stuff into English, hit me up. I am available, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but I would help. I like helping developers, especially ones who I can tell have put a lot of effort and love into creating something that might be fun. I'm always happy to help that reach more audiences. So that's where I'm going to leave it. That's Lost in Space by Gurf Games. It's pretty cool, but it has some significant issues that probably need to be ironed out before it can actually be... before I could recommend it. Yeah, like the localization and the UI need to be better before I'd recommend it. And stuff like voice acting is something that I would just absolutely... man, I would just love that. Like, if there was voice acting in this game, amazing, you know, just... fantastic. That would be very fun. And it's not like it's super dense text-wise, so I don't know. Hit me up if you want some help, and otherwise I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. Check out Lost in Space by clicking on that link in the description, and I'll see you next time. Class dismissed.